So I was planning on giving you guys a new video on how to get your den seed so you can find your shiny very quickly, and you know, even utilize that in the 4th position so you can get whatever shiny you want. But I'm not going to do that anymore, because what I learned in my journey of deciphering and debunking and just destroying this game and getting your seeds and manipulating shinies and manipulating RNG, I learned a lot in my time. And I learned one thing. The 1-star seed search program that we've been using, guys, is definitely the best method if you want to do it alone and if you want to rely on nothing else other than you. You don't need internet, you don't need a hacked switch, you don't need doo-doo bots or anything like that. Aside from 1 seed, doo-doo bot is by far the best. And if you join my Discord, link in the description by the way, you can follow the progress for doo-doo bot and the new codes that come out every now and again, every few days. And solving the riddles to get that code. Obviously Doodlebot's very busy, and so only 1 trade at a time, but it's always working. And there's no guarantee you'll be able to get one quickly, but you'll probably be able to get one if you keep trying at it. And that's the fastest way to get your seed, and the code is always in my server. 1 seed, however, is a more direct, surefire way for you to get your seed, and I'm going to talk to you guys about how to avoid NG. You're never going to get NG again after this video. You're never going to make mistakes with the other 2 Pokemon in the 2nd and 3rd box after this video, because I completely cracked it. I completely understand it now. I've done it again, and I got another shiny. So I'm going to explain to you everything that you need to know for this program. The new method I was going to show you was Zoroshiro Inverse, and what you're looking at the screen right now is that's what that is, and it's a bloody mess, and I spent all day and all night trying to get that, and I got it, and I got valid IVs at the beginning, and after leaving it on rendering for the rest of the night all the way into the afternoon the next day, it came up with no result. So I'm not going to recommend that video to you guys. I have 15 minutes of a guide on how to use this and how to do this correctly. And sadly, it just turns out it just sometimes does that. It sometimes just doesn't give you a result. That's something that 1 seed avoids. So that's why we're going to focus on 1 seed today. So the new best method for doing 1 seed is you're going to need 3 things. Number 1 is Cerebi.net. And that's free and it's a browser. Number 2 is Raid Finder. It's very useful and it helps us a lot with 1 seed. Number 3 is the actual new version 1.02 1 seed, which allows you to do 2 IV or 3 IV in the first slot. All of those things are linked below. So come over here and get yourself the 1-star program that you need. So guys, there's something very important to know about this new version. If you guys have had experience with the previous versions, you're going to need to know this here gives you the option between 2V or 3V. Before it was only 2V you could do. Now we can do 3V, so it gives you a bit of more space to operate and get through the first part. This menu for all the natures are a different order. This for the characteristics are all in a different order as well. They're the important things you guys need to know right now. So guys, keep note of this part of the video. You're going to want to come back here. On screen right now is the order of this list exactly as it is, and of this list right here. So make sure whatever details you need to put in, they're in the same order. You just count through the list. So guys, first off, you want to pick a den. In my last video showing you guys how to do this, I chose the Charizard den, and as you guys know, it worked for me and I have my shiny Charizard. Here we have the Grimmsnarl den, and I'm going to get you guys a shiny Grimmsnarl. Right here is the one and only time you save your game. Save your game right now. So obviously guys, you want to go ahead and get your purple beam like normal. You want to do the invite glitch to skip ahead to your 4th Pokemon. This is the first frame, guys. For the purpose of understanding what frames are the Pokemon inside the den. We're skipping the first frame here, the first Pokemon, by going into your time and date and advancing a day, hitting the home while you're doing the invite, by the way, offline, and then quit out, okay? So yes, you have to be offline and you have to invite people and then hit the home menu and do that. Now, our Pokemon is changed to the next frame, okay? You want to do that to the 4th frame so we can fill out the first window of 1 star. Now I know many of you people have been getting NG on the very first window here, guys, which is this window. That's fine. I'm just going to put in random IVs just for demonstration here. And if I do that, you're going to get NG, okay? Loads of you guys are going to get NG if you put in the correct numbers of whatever Pokemon you get. This is here asking for 2 best IVs. And I put in 2 best IVs, but I got an NG because it's a fake. I made it up. But if you guys do get a 2 IV Pokemon and you put it all in here all correctly with the correct nature, correct characteristic, correct everything, you're probably going to get an NG as well. It's pretty common to get an NG here. The reason that is, guys, is because Pokemon Sword and Shield has a mechanic that allows the Pokemon in these dens to randomly have a third special IV. That ability to have that, to the possibility for that to happen, is programmed into the Pokemon, and those Pokemon are ones you cannot accept. They're ones that the programs like these cannot accept either. So you have to try and get a different 2IV Pokemon. If you get an NG, guys, this is very important. If you get an NG, go back into your game. Hit the home menu straight away. Close that game. Go back into your game. Invite others. Skip a day. So that's the first frame. Just like that. And now, guys, you leave and you save your game. I'm not going to because I have my den set for Shiny Grimmsnarl. You go over here and you save your game, guys. That's what you have to do, and you just start right from the beginning as if that was the first frame. The next thing I'm going to show you guys is very useful. Open up Raid Finder. How do you know which Pokemon you want to get that has 2 IVs or 3 IVs? Another problem a lot of you guys have been talking to me about is you keep trying to get a Pokemon with 2 IVs, but you can't find one. Well, open Raid Finder and get your beam. You got a rare beam. Get your den. It's very easy to find your den, guys. You can do that by going into your game, opening your map. You don't even need to look this up on Google. You can just open your map. Look at where you are right now. I'm on Dusty Bowl, okay? And go back over here and you can look at through Dusty Bowl's many. Well, Dusty Bowl has many, but I can see the Pokemon that spawn in it when I click on them. You know what Pokemon have been spawning in your den if you've been trying for a while. This is Ice type. It's no way, you know, no way. I know I'm at the Gigantamax Grimmsnarl one as well. So I know it's this one because I see these Pokemon spawning in it, and there's Grimmsnarl. That's it. So I know it's this den. How do I know what Pokemon to get with 2 IVs or 3 IVs for this program? Well, when we look at the Pokemon, just underneath it shows us the IV counts, the guaranteed IV counts. These Pokemon here, Nickit, Zigzagoon, Volibee, Impidimp, all can definitely get 1 IV. I mean, that's guaranteed. These Pokemon here, Leopard and Linoon, are guaranteed 2 IVs, and of course, all Pokemon in the den have a possibility to get another special best IV, like I said. They're the Pokemon that are not really any good for the first slot. So the Pokemon I'm going to go for 2 IVs is either Leopard or Linoon. Morgrim can have 3 IVs, so that's okay as a backup. When you catch it, guys, it has to have 2 IVs or 3 IVs. If it has a max IV, a third one, when it's one of these two, when you catch a Linoon or a Leopard with 3 IVs, it's gotten lucky and it's gotten that max IV. But you can also catch one of those Pokemon with 2 IVs, but it still had the chance programmed into it to get that third IV. That's also no good. That's going to give you NG. So what you have to do is what I just showed you guys. You just have to try again by saving forward one and starting again. So my fourth was a Linoon. I'm going to go ahead and go into the battle, catch it, and level it up to 100, guys. We need to level it to 100 so we can get rid of any variation in its IVs. If you don't have the candies to spare, guys, don't worry because you're not going to be using these candies at all anyway. You're going to be resetting the game. Same thing for the Master Ball. Go in and check out your Pokemon and get these numbers for its HP, its speed, all that stuff, and you're going to want to put all those into the Cerebi IV calculator. You can leave the middle section blank, just copy exactly what I do, put all the numbers in and make sure it's level 100 so you can calculate the correct IVs. So we want to fill out the rest. We've put in the IVs that we gotten from Cerebi calculator. We want to put in the nature here. We want to put in the characteristics here. We want to put in the ability here. This is if it has no gender or it only has one gender, such as Morgrim, for example. But we're not going to touch this actually. This we're not going to touch either because it doesn't seem to work. I don't know why. Here we have the choice between 2 or 3 IVs. My Linoon was 2 IVs, so I'm picking 2 IVs. In order to find its ability, guys, you're going to have to Google your Pokemon, Cerebi, Pokemon, whatever, and you're going to find it here with its abilities. So we have the Galarian form. Both forms have the same abilities. Here's the Galarian form. Its first ability on the list is Pickup. Its second is Gluttony, and its hidden ability is Quick Feet. You really want to avoid hidden ability, guys, still. But 1 and 2 here are on the same list, same order as on Cerebi. So ours has Pickup, we're going to choose 1. Its characteristic and its nature are found here. Now you guys remember my list back at around 3 minutes I'll also going to post that in the description so you guys can follow a little easier. Let's go ahead and plug those into our 1-star. It's Mischievous, that's this one. It's Docile, and that is this one. Okay guys, and as soon as you hit this button guys, it's going to say next 3v or next 4v. Whatever it says there, you have to get. And in order to avoid NG, you're just going to never touch this button here on any of the Pokemon. Even though it says, what it means is it has a potential to get a hidden ability. Of course our Linoone does, but if you take that dudes, you're not going to get your seed. I promise you that. It doesn't work. It's something wrong with it. Don't touch that button, okay? We got 3v for our Linoone, so this Pokemon in the second box has to have 3 best IVs. This is where Raid Finder comes in handy again guys. We can find exactly which Pokemon can have 3 IVs. In my den, there's only one Pokemon that can get 3 guaranteed IVs. I have to go for that Pokemon for my second slot. That's Morgrem. It's the only one with 3 guaranteed IVs. If I went for Linoone, Leopard, they can also have 3 IVs, but that third IV is a lucky get, okay? I want to try and avoid that. Morgrem is the only Pokemon who has 3 IVs guaranteed, and I want to try and get him with 3 only. Alright guys, so go ahead and make your way to your 4th slot again, the exact same slot as you caught your first Pokemon, but you're going for a different IV'd Pokemon in the same slot. Catch him, level him to 100, and check out his stats and plug it all into Cerebi like before. The next Pokemon is in the 5th position, one past where you got this Morgrem. And I just want to be a little bit clear guys on this 3v, 4v thing. If you guys get a 4v, that's ideal. You just want to go straight for a 5-star raid for this because 5-star raids are the most likely to have 4 guaranteed IVs. So you don't really have to do any extra checking. It's much quicker if you get a 4v here. With 3v, you have to check a few times until you get a Pokemon that doesn't have a chance to get a higher IV. And they exist, but they're a little rarer than the ones that do have a chance to get an extra IV. My next one was a 4-star Thievul. I went ahead and I caught him, and I filled out all the stats like normal here after leveling him up to 100 guys. Don't forget that part. Put all your stats in and stuff. Just don't forget the list. Everything's in the same order. It's very easy to follow, and don't tick that down box on the left. A lot of people have been doing that, and that makes a lot of mistakes. And I know it looks like you're supposed to. Just don't do it. This is it guys, you hit that green box and you wait a few minutes. If you got it right, it should be pretty quick. If you got it wrong, it's going to be a little longer. It also depends on your computer, so don't worry too much until you get the final result. And with all that rendering guys, you're going to get your notepad scrolling up here like with every bloody Pokemon in your den. It's crazy. But you don't want any of that. You want to go to your, well, it automatically goes to your 3rd tab here. You want to hit the shiny box here, that is that. You can put in as many entries as you want. A safe bet is 10,000. It depends on how many you're willing to check. You want to hit this box here, and you get another notepad here. And actually, this den has quite a few, just in 10,000. This has 4 shinies in 10,000. There you go guys, I will keep hunting my shiny dens. There's just one more guys. I hope this was a better guide honestly than my last one. I hope I got to explain some more things. It looked like a lot of the guys doing this were stuck on the NG part for the first Pokemon in this part here. So hopefully that solves that problem. That's the wall. You just got to get over that wall, guys. You got to get over the wall. Everything else is fine. Like I said, try to hope for the best for a 4v here, because then it's just so easy. If you saw my other one as well, it's so much easier with 4v. 3v is, you know, it's hit or miss, and you just got to keep trying for the Pokemon that gets 3 IVs with no chance of a 4th IV. That's the only way to do it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you found a lot more information that was of use to you guys, and good luck getting your shinies. I really hope you do. Don't forget to get this new version. I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, bye!